Hey everyone, welcome to Dragon Emperor. Today we'll be testing out the Witcher 3 actually, Wild Hunt on the Asus ROG Ally. Before I get started, let me set the display to 900p because that's a sweet spot for getting best performance as well as graphics. So make sure you guys update to the latest firmware of Asus. You can update it from the either my Asus app or the Armory Crate. Okay, I'm launching the game and it's launching the Steam now. Okay, let's just give it a moment to log in and let me just adjust the brightness so which you can see clearly. Okay, let's set it to 100. Okay, let me just close this up. I've already set up the FPS counter on the right hand corner there. Okay, time to launch the Witcher 3 now. Come, this game is already decade old. It's not decade, almost 8 years. It came back in 2015. That's like roughly 8 years now. More than 8 years actually. Okay, it's launching. And that's me in the background. Hey guys. Okay, I'm recording some from my iPad, keeping it on my Nintendo Switch box. So please do excuse me for my poor gameplay because I'm seeing and playing it through my iPad display, so it's a bit hard to play that good. Okay, the game is launched. Now let's go straight away into the graphics settings first. I'll just go to the graphics settings, guys. You can just pause and just copy all my graphics settings here. If you want, you can lower the graphics, but I feel like this is the best balance between FPS as well as graphics fidelity and stuff. Here it is, and I've set display resolution as to 900p as well in game. Okay, let's go to graphics now. Here I've set to custom here. I set my graphics setting to customs. Yeah, you can play this with ray tracing on the ROG Ally, but FPS are not that great. If you go to lower, you can make maximum lower the settings, then you can get up to 25-30 FPS with lower settings. But that doesn't exactly seem that much playable. So you can just copy the settings which I have here, and you can get easily above 40 FPS average. And honestly, if I just turn off the counter, you wouldn't notice actually. It's below below 60 or something. You'll just feel like it's running buttery smooth. Okay, I'll be going through all this graphics setting one by one. You can definitely pause at any moment and just copy all this graphics setting, guys. Okay, going through. Now it's done. Let's launch the game. Okay, here we are. And it's going to the flashbacks again. I can't skip it for the first time when it launches for some reason. I'm actually still in the beginning part of the game, so it is spoiler free if you guys are about to pick this game or planning to pick this game. So here I'm just in the beginning of the game actually. It's not that far, not in that far. It's just beginning. Yeah, after almost the tutorial and stuff, little bit. Okay, so here we are. This is the game. You can see it's already running this buttery smooth. Honestly, if I just turn on the counter, nobody will tell. It's you won't even bother about the FPS. Considering this is you're playing this on a handheld with such graphics. The only comparison to this is playing this on the Switch, Nintendo Switch, and that is just potatoes. Honestly, you're not in playing at 1080p there. It's not in 720p actually. You're playing at barely 480 to 540p. That's it. And here you can see all the dynamic of the water, animations, all the graphics and stuff. It's kind of crazy. This game, it did get an update actually. High resolution texture pack an update not recently, sometime back, and it looks great. You can't say this game is almost a decade old. Looks great, runs great, all the buttery smooth running around here, there. Even in this kind of dense places here, with all plants, grasses and stuff and all. And still it's not dipping below this one 30. It's still maintaining average of between 30 to, not 30, 40, 41, 42 like that. Here I'm just randomly hitting something now. Yeah, but this tank the FPS a little bit when you use this flame or something. I was playing it before a little bit, then it was dropping below in dense areas. But here it seems to be above 40 as well, so that's good. You can see doing all these things, still doesn't tank the FPS that much. It's still running at buttery smooth so far. Honestly, but still kind of crazy you're playing such high resolution and high graphic intensity game on a handle like this. The Steam Deck next competition is, but again, if you're playing this on the Steam Deck, I'm definitely going to guarantee you're not going to get this kind of graphics as well as FPS and that. And if you're playing AAA games, make sure you guys are playing only with this one plugged in. I wouldn't recommend playing on power. Because the battery life what I'm getting and the performance you're getting is not going to be worth it. I usually have pretty much socket everywhere in my house here, so I don't mind playing it often. Okay, this is again roaming around here. As you can see, the FPS is still above 40. Here it's maintaining average. That's in this kind of dense places and stuff. That's pretty good. If you guys are thinking or wondering if this ROG Ally can run the Witcher 3, then definitely go for it. It runs the game as buttery smooth. Honestly, considering I'm not, if I want I could lower the FPS a little bit more, but I feel this is just the sweet balance between FPS and this one. If I lower the FPS, okay, I can get solid definitely 60 FPS, but I feel like this seems like perfect actually for me. It makes you like appreciate the game as well in terms of graphic and stuff. Well, time for my potato fighting. I'm honestly playing watching through my iPad display, so I'm sorry for the gameplay here. And I still haven't played this game much actually, so I haven't leveled up or anything like that. Nor am I well equipped or anything, and I'm dead. That's again the black screen of shame. I'm just adjusting my seating now. Okay, done. Let's go back again. But yeah, definitely if you're planning to buy this game to play on the ROG Ally, or if you already have this in your library and you're thinking whether the ROG Ally can handle it or no, as you can see, it cannot just handle it, can run it buttery smooth. If you want, you can just lower the graphic a little bit more and get higher FPS. But I feel this is the sweet spot, high graphics as well as pretty good FPS. Honestly, the FPS won't even bother you if you just turn if I just turn off this one FPS counter on the top hand corner there. Again, I'm running here, going around we go. Honestly, because most of the games when you're running or going in dense areas, that's where you see FPS drops like crazy. But here it's still maintaining average of like above 40. That's pretty good. Yeah, there are random occasions it drops below 20, 25 once, but that is not you don't bother that much because it happens rarely and in some places only. Okay, here we have this one. Let's go around. Unfortunately, I don't want to spoil this game for the people who are going to start this. So I'll just be sticking to this local places here, not going anywhere or doing any story part. But honestly, look at the sky. This looks crazy actually. Can you believe this is a decade old game? Almost a decade old game. This still runs and plays pretty good, and still one of the pretty good game also as well. Well, this is if you're planning to start the Witcher series, is the right time to start now. This is playing this game because Witcher 4 is going in developments now. So it might still take some time. It's not going to come next year or something. It might take another maybe 2-3 years minimum. But till then, yeah, you can play the Witcher on the ROG Ally definitely. Okay, guys, if you made so far into the video, please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you all for watching. I'll just be going around, roaming around. You can check around here the FPS and stuff and all. I just want to say thank you all for watching. Make sure if you like and subscribe if you haven't already. See you all in my next video. Bye bye.